In the shadow of a withered oak where the creek bends low and wide, I dropped my hat, a piece of her, beneath that endless sky. It danced with dust on gravel roads where our laughter used to lay. Now just whispers with the tumbleweeds and the ballet of decay. And that old hat walked away like summer rain through thirsty ground, left me standing heart in hand in this ghost of a prairie town. The sunset bleeds the same old red, but colder blows the wind. Since that hat walked away with her, won't see her smile again. The porch still groans under my boots like it did when she was near, echoing around this empty room, the songs we can't hear. Her scarf still hangs upon the door, but the scent's been washed by time. Just like the trails we rode together, now lost to pines and rime. That old hat walked away with dreams woven into its brim, left me with these aching hands and eyes that grow dim. Nights stretch longer down these roads where once we rode so free. Since that hat walked away with her, took all my dreams with me. Underneath that vast old sky where stars watch and know, I reckon hearts are made to break and broken hearts to grow. But mine's just wandering lost and cold, a shadow man on a moonlit ridge, walking a path of memories alone beneath the bridge. Yes, that hat walked away like her steps fading in the hall, each echo a reminder of a past I can't recall. So I'll saddle up and ride away beneath these aching skies, while that hat keeps walking away with her under these lonesome cries. The wind picks up the dust it swirls, the sunset paints it all, a scene of silent solitude where memories and sorrows sprawl. Yet in this heart she rides still across lands both wild and free. That hat walked away with my love, left the rest to me. In the shadow of the oak, where the wild rivers flow, found a pair of worn-out boots where we watched the sunset glow. Beneath the crying willow sweet, by the cobblestone that lay, there's a scarf you left behind on that cold October day. Oh, my heart's like these boots washed away in the rain. Memories flood the plain where your love used to reign. Now I'm just a whisper on the wind, through the valley I stray. With these boots, my dreams washed away. The cabin's empty, echoes of your laughter fade. Dusty saddles untouched, where our promises were made. Gravel roads where we once roamed, now just trails of yesterday. Every step without you is a price too steep to pay. Oh, my heart's like these boots washed away in the rain. Memories flood the plains just a whisper on the wind. Through the valley I stray, with these boots my dreams washed away. On the porch I sit alone, where the old oak shadow lies, thinking of the love we lost under vast unending skies. Time's cruel hand may heal the wounds, but scars will surely stay. In the dust of this old town, part of me will always lay. Oh, my heart's like these boots, washed away by my tears, a river of lost years, echoing through the frontier. I'm a ghost in this town, a silhouette that will fade, but these boots and my heart, they remain washed away.
Out on a road where the gravel's worn thin, past the oak tree where our names are carved in. Old cabin shadow under that crimson sky holds the ghosts of your laughter and the tear I never saw you cry. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, old scarves in the wind, dusty trails left behind. Each sunset burns just like the kiss we shared on that old porch swing. Oh, how we were unprepared. Now the town's just a whisper where joy once danced free. Empty streets echo footsteps, just my shadow follows me. Saddle's wearing thin from the journey since you're gone. In the silence of the high plains, even the wind sounds forlorn. Memory bleeds on the edges of my mind, fading past where our dreams were once entwined. Sunsets still burn, but they don't warm me like before. In this quiet town, love doesn't live here anymore. Underneath the wide blue, where the hawks circle and die, I've learned to be alone, learned how memories survive. Like the rain through the dust, washes clean the sorrow's trace, yet in every drop seems I find some echo of your face. Memory bleeds, oh, it's the heart's ceaseless cry under vast skies where old passions never die. Yet each sunset that burns, in its fading light I see the beauty of letting go, though part of you stays with me. And the wind whispers low, a ballad of the breeze.
the shadow of an old oak tree, where the creek sings to stones and sweet pea. There's a trace of a path where she walked barefoot every summer's eve, my heart where she put her laughter hung on vines, wild and free. In the whisper of the leaves, she still speaks to me. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her ways. Long creek banks where our dreams used to lay. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday that my heart can't allow. Barefoot step, oh, they echo so lonely and tender in the rustling silence. My soul surrenders. Years flew like dust on a long gravel road, her scarf still on the porch, fading like the love she once showed. The cabin stands empty where laughter danced in rooms, now just shadows play in the afternoon gloom. The saddle rests untouched, the horse long since gone. Like the sunsets we watched, my days draw long. Oh, barefoot steps, you remember her warmth in the chill of the night when the stars look torn. Now the wind through the oak feels colder somehow, carrying echoes of us that my heart can't allow. Barefoot steps, oh, how they mourn what's tender in the rustling silence. My heart remembers. There's a wisdom in the hills, an old tale in the stones, telling me love's a journey, not just two souls. Though her path veered away under wide open skies, these lands hold her whispers, her sweet goodbye. Oh, barefoot steps keep her memory mild through the wild oak shadows where we once smiled. Let the wind through the oak bring solace somehow, carrying pieces of yesterday softly now. Barefoot steps, I'll walk you in my dreams forever, where every step is a memory and hearts never sever. Where the morning sky bleeds, a memory hangs on the breeze. Under the oak's timeless shade, where once upon a summer's day, your laughter mingled with the wind, and the horizon promised no end. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name in vain through the rustling leaves, the echo of my pain in the shadow of our old porch swing. The dusk recalls your silver earrings gleam. The trail's grown over, the cabin's bare,
Dust collects on the life we shared. The saddle's worn where you'd ride beside, not just prairie grass in the endless sky. Rain taps soft on the window pane, like teardrops tracing silent blame. Now each sunset bleeds a deeper red on gravel roads where my heart treads. The wind whispers your name in vain through the rustling leaves, the echo of my pain in the shadow of our old porch swing. The dust recalls your silver earrings gleam. Oh, how the wildlands stretch so wide, yet in their vastness nowhere to hide from the ghost of your tender ways that haunts my drifting lonesome day. So let the sunset bleed away, while in the dust my memories lay. Though the sky fades from gold to blue, my heart can't shed the hue of you. Underneath the morning sky, where love once lived, it never dies. In the shadow of the mesa where the oak trees used to stand, I met her 'neath that heaven, her scarf held in my hand. Golden sun was our witness, painted long shadows thin. We carved our names on old porch wood, swore love through thick and thin. Morning sky walked away, left the dusk with a sigh. Echoes of her laughter in the rustle of dry ride. Those promises like gravel roads, winding lost and frayed. Now I sing to the stars about the love that strayed. Years swept like river currents, towns grew quiet and strange. Her whispers turned to wind gusts, and our cabin fell to age. Where once her warmth filled every room, now dust settles so gray. The trails we walked are overgrown as love slips silent away. Morning sky walked away, left the dusk with a sigh. Echoes of her laughter in the rustle of dry. Those promises like gravel roads, winding lost and frayed. Now I sing to the stars about the love that strayed. So here's to the ride and the roam and the days on the drift. Every sunset's a closing door, every dawn I might have been. In the stir of the leaves and the moan of the old porch swing, finds a heart that's still yearning for what the seasons bring. Morning sky walked away, now it's me with a sigh, holding on to a ghost as the years tumble by. Letting go, letting be, but in her eyes I still wait. With the sun sinking low as the memories fade. Yes, I'm singing to the stars about the love that strayed. As the morning sky walked and forever it stayed. By the creek where the wild oaks grow, I first saw her in the spring soft glow. Her laugh was a melody, played low and sweet, under the shade where our two worlds meet. But now the oak leaves whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers, 'neath those ancient trees. The sunset paints her memory across the sky, but under these stars alone, all I do is cry. We shared our dreams on an old porch swing, her scarf a splash of color in the autumn's cling. The cabin's empty where laughter used to ride, only dust dances now where our secrets used to hide. And the oak leaves still whisper her name into the breeze. My heart walked away with hers, 'neath those ancient trees. Every sunset steals a color I used to know, leaving just shadows where we used to glow. By the gravel road I pause and see her trace, in the fading trail of gentle lingering grace. What's gone is gone like the river's endless flow. She's a part of every place I go. Reminder that some loves once lost never end. Now every sunset lets her memory invade the silhouettes of what was in the twilight start to fade. The wind carries away the song of our yesterday. Heart walked away, but her soul's here to stay. In the hush of dawn by the old oak tree where the land whispers secrets it keeps in, I recall her scarf red against the spring and the promises that no longer sing. Her laughter echoed a ghostly spell in the cabin where the shadows dwell. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time and the wind carries off our old wind chime. Each gust a whisper of what used to be. His shadow said nothing to me. Wore the saddle and the trails turned gray, gravel roads where we once would stray, from the bustling town to the quiet streams, now empty places in my dreams. The rain taps soft on the roof that leaks, in each drop the memory speaks. But his shadow said nothing as it danced alone underneath the porch where our love had grown. The sunset bleeds through the cracks of time and the wind carries off our old wind chime. Each gust a whisper of what used to be. His shadow said nothing to me. Oh, how the mountains recall our names, echoing through the wild untamed. I'm a wanderer in a land so vast, chasing a future future tied to the past. And his shadow said nothing as the night set in, silent as my sorrows, thick as the den. Stars flicker out where her eyes might have shone. His shadow says nothing, and I ride on, leaving behind what I can never reclaim. His shadow said nothing, and I whispered her name. Oh, out where the oak trees shadow old gravel road, she laughed under stars, her scarf catching the glow. By the creek where the water whispered secrets so low, her voice sank into my soul, sweet and slow. Oh, her voice was a melody, soft as the dust drifting over the plains with the scent of dry musk. But time like a thief stole her whisper away. Now I roam with her echo in the twilight's gray sway. The porch still creaks where we danced free of care, but the cabin sits empty, just cold, thin in air. Gone like the rain on a hot, dusty pane. Left me with shadows and a heart full of pain. Yeah, her voice was a melody lost in the wind, fading fast like the light when the evening thinned. I reached for her warmth in the chill of the dawn, but turned to find the whispers of what's gone. Sometimes the scent or the way the wind moans brings me back to her laughter, her soft, gentle tone. Yet each sunset that bleeds into nights deep unknown reminds me some songs are too sweet to be held long. Her voice was the comfort I seek but can't hold, a memory wrapped in the warmth of her fold. As I sat on my horse and faced roads unknown, her voice sinks deeper in wild lands alone. On the edge of El Paso, where the oak trees guard the lost, I met her under starry skies where now only shadows toss. By the old wooden porch we danced, soft shoes on creaking wood. Her laughter mingled with the wind, swore it'd stay for good. But the starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Years threaded silver through my hair, the cabin stands alone. Gravel roads where the marks we made turn now to silent stone. The scarf she left behind hangs on a rusty nail, still faintly smells of rain, like tears from the skies when the heavens shared our pain. The starry night forgot us as the world spun its sad tales. Those stars we watched together now just empty, dusty trails. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot. Beneath the heavens' vast expanse, the starry night forgot. Oh, how the prairie grass whispers secrets when we'd roam. Now every whisper's a reminder of how I wander alone. Maybe the land remembers, though the stars refuse to tell, of the nights we stitched our dreams before the darkness fell. So I'll sing to the starry night that forgot, to the dreams that we once knew, to the echoes of her footsteps fading into the morning dew. The wind whispers her name through the canyon's lonely shot, in the heart of forgotten trails where even stars dare not. And as the sunset bleeds its last over lands where she once stood, I saddle up my sorrows, ride through this lonesome wood, where the starry night forgot, and all but one heart moved on. Underneath these endless skies, I reckon life just draws its dawn. Out where the oak tree shadows stretch long and thin, I first saw her where the creek bends at the chin of the valley beneath the sky, painted by God's own hand. Her laughter spilling like rain over dry, dusty land. She danced by the porch with a scarf light and blue, boots tapping stories only whispered to a chosen few. Boots shut the door on the love we once knew, echoing steps in a home now just a view. Every sunset drips down like the bleeding of my heart, each gravel road a reminder why we're apart. A cruel keeper of the whispers we shared, tangling them in the oak's arms. Oh, I fared. Years swept like storms across the open plains, turning vibrant wildflowers into memories and remains. That old cabin with the creaking wooden floor holds the ghost of her perfume like a soldier from the war. Empty saddle, fading trails where we once rode side by side, now just the dust swirling behind from the life I tried to hide. Boots shut the door on the love we once knew, echoing steps in a home now just a view. Every sunset bleeds down like the crying of my heart, each gravel road a testament to why we're apart. The wind laughs with secrets of the whispers we shared, lost in the oak's embrace, a burden I bared. Maybe the land remembers her steps, her gentle sigh, for it whispers back each evening with a mournful reply. Under the vast starlit dome I confess to the night, her shadow still lingers in the flicker of my campfire light. Boots shut the door, yet her echo walks through, a haunting step in every room, in every view. As the stars peel off the sky like old paint off the floor, I'm learning love is the ghost you can't ignore. With every dawn I wake to face this land so wide and deep. Boots shut the door, but the heart never sleeps.
In the shadow of an age-old oak, where whispers cling to leaves, I found her scarf of faded blue dance softly on the breeze. The wild land stretched vast and wide beneath the endless flame. In that quiet town of yesterdays, a memory called my name. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Where the gravel road meets the horizon's end, I lost more than just my way. Her laughter echoed in the hills, a sound I couldn't say. The porch still holds our stories, worn from time and pain, but the door creaks lonely melodies to rooms that won't explain. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin frames, and the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. Each sunset bleeds in nights that I can't tame. Underneath the starlit sky, a memory called my name. Across the creek, under the moon's soft glow, I felt her gentle touch. It's in the quiet solace where I miss her most. The silence says so much. The saddle sits untouched. The dust has laid its claim. In the heart of a Roman cowboy burns a never-ending flame. Oh, the winds, how they wail through the empty cabin's frames, in the trails I once rode, now just whispers in the rain. setting, that memory calls my name.
Out by the willow where the creek used to sing, I carved our names in the bark of an old oak tree. The sun dipped low like it knew we had dreams. Now it's just shadows and whispers and a cool evening breeze. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Gravel roads echo where your laughter once flowed, an empty saddle and our dreams now foreclosed. Rain taps like fingers on a lonely window pane, whispering secrets of a love that waned. Memory drifts like dust on the trail, through abandoned cabins and past rusted rails. Every sunset bleeds the same deep red as the scarf you left on that old porch bed. Beneath the vast prairie sky, I reckon time's a thief in a ceaseless ride. But every stop there is a story we told, burning bright, but oh, growing cold. Memory drifts, and I'm left here to stand with nothing but your shadow slipping through my hand. Those fading trails, they still call my name, but darling, without you, it just ain't the same. Yes, memory drifts, and I reckon it's time to ride into that sunset where our old love still shines.
Down where the oak trees meet the dusty bend, I recall the scarf you wore against the wind. Back road sang 'neath the weight of our old Ford, each rut in that gravel a chapter of words we'd stored. Sunset painted stories on your face, whispers of a love time won't erase. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back roads sang my heart, did too, under that evening sky fading blue. The porch still creaks at our cabin, worn and old, every board a tale of the secrets we told. But now the fireplace ashes cold have lain, no warmth within to hold back the night's rain. What once was a haven now just empty space,
haunted by the ghost of your tender grace. Oh, how the shadows stretch as the day gives in under the heartache sky where our love's worn thin. I ride along these trails, your memory, my guide, a lone cowboy with only the stars by his side. Back roads sang my heart dead too, in the quiet whispers of a love once true. These boots have wandered far, yet circle back to you. Each dusty mile, a verse of love that once was true. Through the rustle of the leaves, I hear your voice call, a fleeting echo over the canyon's wall. So here's to the trails where our wild hearts ran, to the dreams we sowed in the soft yielding sand. Back roads sank and so did the light, leaving me with these shadows riding into the night. Back roads sang my heart forever blue, under the vast eternal sky shared with you. A slow strum of the guitar fades as the last note echoes like a whisper in the wind, leaving an imprint of a love story that, while ended, forever lingers in the air and the land.
In the shadow of an oak so grand, where once we carved our names in aged hands, the sunset bleeds through leaves like time, spilling secrets we once vowed to find. This quiet town, its whispering winds carry tales of you, the dance we'd spin. And oh, how the winds have changed, echoing your name through the frontier strange. Memory bled in silence neath the starlit sky, with only the night to hear my lonesome sigh. The trail grows cold, the candle dims in the silence where our song begins. Wandering past that empty cabin's glare, gravel roads, forgotten tales of despair. The scent of rain on dusty plains brings back your laughter, the love remains. An old porch swing sways with ghosts of your grace, in each creak in wood, your smile I trace. And oh, how the winds have changed, echoing your name through the frontier strange. Memory bled in silence neath the starlit sky, with only the night to hear my lonesome sigh. The trail grows cold, the candle dims in the silence where our song begins. Underneath the endless expanse of stars, I reckon with my heart's old scars. Sometimes a man's got to lose his way to understand the price he's paid. And oh, how my heart has learned, in every whispered wind your voice returned. Memory lives in silence where we used to lie. Now I sing our song to the open sky. Goodbye's a ghost on these haunted plains. In the silence, love and pain remains. The trail grows cold, the candle dims in the silence where our love swims. In
rush of dusk, I feel your eyes. Memory fades, but never dies.
Underneath that old oak tree, by the porch where we used to be, silent whispers of dust and leaves, singing tales of you and me. Scarves you hung on every hook, now just shadows in every nook. A cabin haunted by the love we took, and the heart you never forsook. Porch cries under moonlit skies, where our love once danced, now my soul just sighs. Every creek and wood, a story told of a warm hand lost in this growing cold. Echoes of your laughter in the breeze as the leaves rustle and the memories tease. Gravel roads where we once roamed, paths of solitude I call home. The saddle sits but rides no more, just like my heart, worn and torn. What changed was not the setting sun, nor the trails we thought we'd always run. It was the fading of your gentle ways and the harsh light of our ending days. Porch cries under starlit realms, holding on to a ghost at the helm. Every sunset bleeds a deeper red, painting loss in the words unsaid. Whispers of you in the wind's mournful calls as the horizon blurs and the nightfall falls. But here I stand where you left your mark, in the silent scream of the meadow lark, a lone figure against the vast open plains, learning to dance in the oncoming rains. So porch cries and so do I, with the stars bearing witness in the sky. The oak still stands though the years pass by, holding memories that refuse to die. In the quiet of this lonesome view, I find the strength to start anew. But in every twilight's fading blue, my heart whispers back to you.
Shadow of the oak, where whispers hang on the breeze, I first saw her wild hair glow in the sunset's tease, by the old porch step. We shared our youthful dreams under starlit skies, by the murmurs of the stream. The dust danced around our boots. The world was ours to claim, back when the fading light first whispered out my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Echoes of laughter lost in the wind's claim. The
this heart rides lonesome trails of blame underneath skies where the fading light called my name. Now the cabin stands empty where once our laughter dwelled. Gravel roads less traveled by the tales that they once spelled. Her scarf still hangs on the hook, frayed by the years. Each thread a memory, each stain a fallen tear. The rains came and washed away, but the ache remains the same. Since the fading light softly spoke my name. Oh, the fading light called my name. Whispers of what was, sparks of an old flame, wandering through shadows of love's old game. In the quiet whispers where the fading light called my name. By the creek bed dry, under the vast aching skies, I reckon every sunset's just a sweet solemn goodbye. And in the hush of the wind, I feel her touch in the cold, a fleeting warmth to hold as the night grows old. Yes, the fading light called my name, a symphony of silence where once was fame. Riding alone, nothing's the same except the haunting beauty where the fading light called my name, where the fading light ever gently called my name. In the hush of dawn by the whispering oak, where the sunlight weaved through her golden smoke, her laughter danced on the morning breeze, echoing wild like a rustling leaves. We carved our names in that hideaway, promised forever just one more day. Your shadow whispers in the setting sun, through empty cabins where we once were young. The scarf she left on a worn-out rail, each thread a tale where my heart set sail. The wind sings low a lonesome tune underneath the same old crescent moon. Years have rolled like a river's rage, leaving behind the dust of an empty stage. The towns grow quiet where we used to roam, saddles laid dusty, this cowboy's alone.
The porch still creaks, but she's not there. Just shadows moving in the rocking chair. Shadow whispers in the setting sun, through empty cabins where we once were young. A scarf she left on a worn out rail, each thread a tale where my heart set sail. The wind sings low, a lonesome tune, underneath the same old crescent moon. Dreams didn't meet, her echoes fade in the retreat. A whispered goodbye on a stormy night, her silhouette a fading light. Now every trail, every turn I take leads back to her, my sweetest day. His shadow whispers, I hear it clear, in the rustle of leaves she's still near. Yet every sunset that bleeds tonight draws the dark o'er her loving light. So here I ride where memories twine, her shadow whispers forever mine. Her shadow whispers forever mine.
In the whisper of the prairie, neath the endless dome of blue, I found a dusty cabin where the wild columbines grew. There we carved our names in oak trees as the sunset turned to gold. Your scarf caught in the breeze, dear, in the days of old. Starry night flew with your laughter across the plain so wide. Now each star a silent witness to the tears I've tried to hide. In the hush of lonesome wind, I hear you call my name. Starry night flew with my love, but my heart ain't been the same. Years have worn the leather of the saddle where you rode. Gravel roads less traveled, now with grassy overgrowth. Old porch creaks in silence, no more stories to unfold. Rain taps on the window, oh how cold this world has grown. Starry night flew with your laughter across the plain so wide. Now each star a silent witness to the tears I've tried to hide. In the hush of lonesome wind, I hear you call my name. Starry night flew with my love, but my heart ain't been the same. Till dawn, each leaf a memory fading like the echo of a song. If time is a healer, it's a slow and silent thief, stealing every moment, but this aching bittersweet. Starry night flew with your laughter, now just echoes in the breeze. I walk these empty cabins where your shadow used to tease. With every setting sun, I feel you slip away. Starry night holds my regrets in the twilight of
in the dusky shadow of the oak's embrace. There stands an old house on the prairie's face. Its windows blind eyes that once looked on mine, where the whispers of the past through the ivy entwine. Oh, that old house called my name in the voice of a lost love's sweet refrain. Rustling leaves and a porch of worn gray. A saddle hangs lonely where we once used to lay. Years past the door hinges learned to creak, just like my bones on this trail I see. The scarf you left still dances in the wind, a specter of silk where our memories are pinned. That old house called my name, echoing walls of a gentle smoldering flame. Faded trails and a sunset that bleeds in the quiet heart where forgotten love lives. Under the vast sky my confessions lay bare to the roaming sands and the chill night air. An old guitar strums a chord so slight, harmonies lost in the coming of the night. Yes, that old house called my name, a whisper on the wind, a wild untamed flame. With each setting sun and rising moon's game, I'm bound to the land where my heart remains. So I ride these trails where the lonely winds moan, an echo of a call from a place once home. A cowboy wanders but his story's the same, haunted forever by a house that spoke his name.